Good Monday morning, everybody. I hope everybody's day is just starting out perfectly. I am currently getting ready to go in and do a posing session with my posing coach. She is amazing. She is the best that's out there, and it's definitely a necessity when getting on stage. If you could have the best rockin' body, but if you don't have stage presence or posing down, that's like all down the tubes. Gotta have the total package. So, only way to get that is to practice, practice, practice. Practice makes perfect. Anyway, so I'm about ready to go in to do that, and then you guys are gonna see a little bit of it. It's quite fun. You'll get to see me rock my sass, give you guys a little bit of attitude. Let you see what I do when I'm on stage. No, but really, it's really fun, and I love it. This is my favorite part. So check it out, because here we go. Ready or not, here we come.
One, two. Better.
I know, as soon as I said it.
Good. Much better.
How about this suit though? Isn't it freaking gorgeous? I love it.
I'm home from posing now, and Evie and I are having our lunch together. Hers is tasty though. Hers is mac and cheese. Mine is 3 ounces of extra lean ground turkey, 3 ounces of Brussels sprouts, 2 ounces of avocado, and a whole shit ton of mustard. Because mustard is life. It's hashtag meal prep Monday. Anyways, I am just feeling so tired today. Part of the reason of that, I feel like is because I trained legs pretty good yesterday. And having being low carb on keto, it makes it like kind of tough to like recover the next day. So I'm taking it easy today, which I highly advise if any of you are, whether you're training for a show or if you're, training for, anything, whether you're not training and just working out diligently and trying to make a change for yourself. If you feel like you are exhausted or you feel tired or you just feel like you just cannot get up and function at your normal, listen to your body because one, you don't want to injure yourself at all. 2, you don't want to make yourself sick. I just feel like when I continue to push and push and push and push, when I know I need to just relax a little bit, I start to get that rundown feeling. And then that's just like, it just sets you back, because if you do end up coming down with something, then it's like, okay, now you really got to take a rest and recoup. So I advise you all to take a rest day when needed. It is a-okay to take a rest day. Okay, so since we are taking it slow today, we are going to be cooking. I am going to show you some quick and easy ways to, when you're trying to prep for the week, the best way to do it. I usually just buy chicken tenderloins just because they're quick. They cook really quick. But there was like a really good sale at the grocery store, so I bought like almost 3 pounds worth of chicken breast. I'm gonna put them in the slow cooker with some seasoning for about like 3 to 4 hours, and then shred them. And then I'll use them throughout the week, or I'll use them in meals for Kyle and Evie. And it's just a really easy way. It just sets you up for success when you pick a day out of the week and just kind of knock everything out, and then you only have to like fill in on certain days when you're running low on stuff. So here we go. Okay, so chicken breast, and make sure you like wash them off, dry them, Okay, so now I'm going to season. I really have no rhyme or reason when it comes to picking my seasonings. I just kind of go with the flow, which is great because you get something that tastes like kind of different each time, which I'm totally like okay with that. So today we're probably gonna use a little bit of a Tuscan seasoning, and then I'm just gonna sprinkle that on there. Make sure you really get in there. Really get in there with it. All right, and we're gonna do some garlic powder. Don't be afraid to mix seasonings. That was like one of my favorite things when I was in culinary class. Like my classes I took when I was in school, in high school. So with cooking, you can kind of go and like just do whatever, like throw seasonings in, make a mix of them. There's not really any specific thing you have to follow, like measurement wise, when it comes to that. Baking, on the other hand, I love baking, but like it's so precise and measured. I just kind of like throwing shit in and seeing how it turns out. And 99% of the time, it turns out pretty damn good. So I have in here, let's see, we had onion powder, garlic powder, Tuscan seasoning, a little bit of my garlic and herb because this shit is amazing. And then we're just going to add a little bit of pepper, salt, and a little bit of olive oil, and about like an eighth of a cup or like a quarter, probably a quarter, because there's like 3 pounds of meat in there. Quarter cup of like liquid. So whether you're using a broth or water or something, just add some liquid in there, put the top on, let it cook on high for 3 to 4 hours. Halfway through, flip them over, and then when they're done, just take 2 forks and shred them up. So I will show you that after these bad boys are done cooking. So while our chicken's cooking, I am going to show you guys, I don't know about you guys, but sometimes I'll buy so much stuff at the grocery store and then I forget that I have it, and I'm like, shit, I need to use it or it's gonna go bad. So I am showing you guys, this bun is like ridiculous right now. Okay. So I'm gonna show you guys an easy way to, it's a healthy meal that you guys can eat, as well as something that you can feed your family because it's healthy as well. Sorry, turning my rice down. Okay, so I have my chicken cooking in the crock pot. We're gonna shred that when it's done. Right now we're cooking some rice. Quick tip, when you're boiling your rice, I will add a tablespoon or so of like olive oil into it before it starts boiling, and that way when it cooks and it's simmering, then when it's finished, it's got like a really good texture, but it doesn't get all sticky and like get like stuck to the pan, because like that's the worst part about it. So I'm going to let this simmer. Okay, so back to what I was saying. You buy too much stuff, you have to use it up, whatever. Need a healthy meal for the family. A good tip to trick your kids or trick your husband into eating vegetables or something like that, throwing them into something else so it kind of masks it or like kind of gives them a different taste is like a great way to do it. I can tell you right now, if I told Kyle I'm cooking you zucchini tonight, he would say, ew, no, I'm not eating that. So what we're doing is we're gonna make zucchini noodles with our spiralizer, and then for dinner tonight he's gonna get the shredded chicken mixed with rice and the zucchini noodles all mashed up into one. So here we go. Okay, that was 2, and then this is my 3rd zucchini. Cupboard. I love this stuff. I forgot I even had it. So good. So Kyle is a huge fan of Mexican food, as am I. So we are going to make a little Mexican bake. We are going to mix up some of the zucchini noodles. Actually, probably almost all of the zucchini noodles. And then we're going to mix up some rice and shred the chicken and add that all together. Top it with salsa or if you like sour cream, you can even do sour cream. If you're going for a healthier version of it, you can do a light sour cream or a fat-free Greek yogurt, plain. It tastes just like sour cream. At least to me it does, and to many people it does. We are going to do that. I'm going to put this all together and I'm going to show you guys the finishing product. Zucchini noodles are done. I seasoned them with Fiesta citrus. So those are done. Our rice is done. I'm going to combine these two. I took a little bit out for myself so I could have something for dinner tonight. I did 1.5 ounces of the zucchini noodles with 1.5 ounces of Brussels sprouts, and then my 3 ounces of my extra lean ground beef, or extra lean ground turkey, I'm sorry. And then I'm going to add about an ounce of cheese to this. And that'll be my dinner while they enjoy this yummy goodness over here. This is what I did though. I combined the rice and the zucchini noodles, and I sprayed this pan with olive oil. And then when the chicken's done, I'm going to shred the chicken. I'm going to mix it in with this, top it with a little bit of cheese, and throw it in the oven. Now, before I mixed anything, I would measure out the 2/3 cup of rice that I would be able to eat, the 3 ounces of the zucchini noodles that I would be able to eat, and then the 3 ounces of the chicken that I would be able to eat. I would then cook that separately from everybody else's, just because I want to really make sure everything's measured out to a T and I'm hitting all my macros and everything else. But because this is for Kyle and this is for Everly, and I'm just concerned with them eating healthy, as many of you are, and many of you are concerned with eating healthy for yourself and feeding your family right. Don't worry too much. Don't overeat. Make sure, like I've told you in past videos, use a smaller plate, smaller bowl, smaller plates equals smaller portions. So keep that in mind. But here you go. So this is our rice, our zucchini noodles, and our seasoning all mixed together. Like I said, we're going to add the chicken once it's done, top it with a little bit of cheese, and bake it in the oven for 10 to 15 minutes. Okay, so our chicken is done. It took about 3 hours. So I shredded it and then I added it into our rice and zucchini noodles. I topped it with just enough cheese to cover the top. It was probably about maybe like a half a cup, not even, a little more than a quarter though. And then I tossed on some whole wheat breadcrumbs. I used a quarter of a cup, it's 1 serving, and then I'm gonna pop this in the oven. It's just beeped and it's ready to go. 350 for like 10 to 15 minutes. It really only needs to get rewarmed and melt the cheese. Okay, so it's out of the oven. It smells amazing and it looks amazing, and I topped it with sour cream for the hubs. Light sour cream, because I gotta make him look good too. 2 tablespoons, serving size, so it's not too bad. Okay, let's go see if it approves. He approves. So how easy is that? You have a healthy meal prepped for you and the family, and your protein source is prepped and ready to go for the week. The key, I'm telling you, the key to success in weight loss is prepping your meals ahead of time. So all you have to do is grab and go, and you don't have to resort to ordering out or going and getting fast food. So now that we've covered another healthy meal, I'm gonna go get ready for this showing that we have on our house. And you can hear Miss Everly in the background goofing around and being silly as ever tonight. So toodles. Thanks again for checking in, guys. Don't forget to click like, and don't forget to hit subscribe. See you later.